Rolling. Welcome guys, what am I saying? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl homegirl PK, and today we have an interesting episode. We are doing a husband and wife edition on the pregnancy. So hubby, I've got a few questions for you here, and you're gonna answer, and some of them we can answer together. Okay, all right. I have my phone here because I don't want it to switch off because it's mending there, right? Okay, yeah. So yeah, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are 8 questions here. I'll just do them randomly, and I'll have to mark as I go through. Right here. Okay, so
where are the questions coming from?
the questions are general questions that subscribers would ask married couples. I got them from different platforms.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So, one. This one I'm curious. I'm curious to know if you know how far along we are.
26 weeks.
Is it? I'm not even sure myself.
Maybe I know and she doesn't.
No, hubby. It's actually further along than that.
Okay.
It's yes. It was 24 when we did the scan, which was about 4 weeks ago. So 28.
Okay.
Somewhere there. Okay. Very close. Very close, sorry. Even I had to think about it. I had to calculate it because I'm not too sure. Do you feel like I've changed since the pregnancy? Am I still the old PK, or have I changed, and what are the changes?
Well, I would say that you're the old PK.
Okay.
Most of the changes are between your shoulders and your pelvic bone, but otherwise you're still bright and cheerful and
Okay.
upbeat and positive and full of energy and life, as you always were.
Thank you. And sometimes emotional.
So that too.
Okay. Remember the time I cried because I just couldn't find an outfit that could fit me. Like, you're like, why are you crying?
Okay, and so the corollary to that question is, have I changed since you've become pregnant?
I would say yes. Or I have been able to appreciate more of your helpfulness. Because since I've been pregnant, you have been so helpful. Like I recognize more of your helpfulness because, you know, sometimes because we are growing a human, I'd be so tired coming from work and you have my salad ready. I'm more aware of those things. Yes, I know that before you were helpful. I feel like now that I'm pregnant, now that I am not at a state where I have so much energy, I can see more of your helpfulness and I appreciate it more. Yes, that's what I would say. Yes. Okay. What's the best part about us being pregnant for you?
I believe that it has changed your attitude toward God, toward everything really, in that you see the future in a more crystallized way, I would say.
Okay.
And that it has helped you, I believe, to become more grounded, more focused, more dedicated, because you know the responsibility that's coming down the pipe,
Okay.
and you're preparing yourself for that appropriately.
Oh, nice, honey. Thank you. I didn't know that was that thing happening. For me, the best part of being pregnant is being pregnant. Is being pregnant. I'm feeling so blessed to have this journey and just seeing Hubby smile and talk to the baby and the connection that he already has with baby. For me, it's just been so beautiful to witness, and even just the future, what it holds, the possibilities. Yeah.
And the other thing that I would mention is that because we're a God-fearing, truly God-fearing family, and we do our best to obey God in every directive that He gives us and every directive that He has given us in His Word and otherwise, you've had no problems like other people suffer morning sickness and things like that. You didn't have any of that.
No, yes. So for me, this pregnancy has been such a blessing, and I'm so grateful to God for that. Like I previously, on my previous video, I talk about this. I talk about the updates, how I felt and stuff like that. And I talk about how God has just been so gracious. I haven't had any sickness or anything. Even my friends comment on that, like, okay, you've been so blessed, because I don't really complain about anything in terms of the pregnancy because I don't have anything to complain about.
And that's what obedience does for you.
Yes, so I'm grateful to see that in action. Was this a planned pregnancy?
Yes, 100%. we definitely had to delay it for a long time, and it was something that was challenging for her.
Yes.
But we needed to wait until God said so, and once He said so, we knew we were ready.
Mm.
But even in that, there still are challenges that we have to face. But if you do it God's way and not your own way, He's always going to give you the grace and the wherewithal to deal with whatever the enemy sends your way.
Yes, definitely. I would say yes, it was a planned pregnancy, and it was a God-directed timing pregnancy. Like in everything that happened, even though the words that I didn't interpret them the right way, but the things that God said to me in my prayer time, even in the morning when I woke up and gave me a word, as much as I interpreted it wrong, now that we are here, I know that this is what God was speaking about. So it was planned in that regard. It was a long wait. Like Hubby saying that I wasn't happy about that. But I'm so grateful because the timing, now I feel like I would have not experienced the type of pregnancy that I'm experiencing now had we not waited. So
love is patient. And we're going to be challenged in that regard throughout our lives, because that's the first and most important characteristic of love is patience.
Mm-hmm.
And those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They won't have the problems that other people have who are just rushing into things and not waiting for God's directive.
Okay. This question, do we want to find out the gender of the baby? We already know.
That's a lovely question, because I knew before she was pregnant what was coming.
That's true. We kind of like, God had already given us a gender that would come. Although when I felt pregnant, I was a little bit like, maybe it's this one because of what I hoped for. And then because of my past history, I was leaning towards what the gender is right now. Even when we, like early when we felt pregnant, like we picked out names, and we never picked out names for the other gender. We picked out names for the gender that we have now.
Yes, and I knew from the beginning, even from before pregnancy, based upon the things that God has shown me, what the gender would be. And I never wavered on that. Even other people with prophetic gifts came and said the opposite gender. And I said, no. I said, I've been wrong before, but I don't believe.
We'll see. A lot of people will be saying the other gender, you'll be like, no. After my wavering, after we named the baby, there was no question about it. Like, there was never another name or another gender for me. Like, people would say, I'm like, but this is what I believe it is as well. So I was so happy when we found out, and I've actually done a reveal on my Instagram page, but for YouTube I haven't done it, so we'll wait until that video is released for you guys to actually know what the gender is, okay? Okay. Oh, this one is steamy. Has our love life changed with the pregnancy?
Yes.
How?
It has only gotten better. And I would say that, again, this is a God thing. If you're in a righteous marriage, the love life is always going to be good. There, of course, will be challenges from time to time, but overall, it's a wonderful love life that we've had that brought this life into existence, and it has only gotten better, which is unusual, I believe, according to what I understand and have experienced in times past with other people. So it's, again, a testimony and a testament for Jesus Christ that everything gets better. He gives us the abundant life that he promised if we will do what he has called us to do.
Yes. I'm so happy. For me, I would say it has improved. Okay. Ooh, yay. What you doing, tears? Okay, I'd say that our love life has definitely improved. Just like I said, answering the other question, in this stage, I've gotten to appreciate more of your characteristics, or I'm able to see more of your nurturing side, and you've been so caring. Like in the morning, you'll get up and you'll be doing dishes, you'll be doing that, and you've been just so gracious with me in the season. I see you, like, even when you say no to certain things that I shouldn't eat, even though I love them, for me it just communicates love and the protection that you already have for this life that is growing inside of me. And already I can see that you're going to be that dad that wants the best for his little one, So for me, my love for you has grown tremendously, and I'm so happy.
Copy and paste.
Okay, we will end it there. If you guys have more questions for us, if you have more questions for us, I don't know why it sounds like ask when I say us. For us, please leave them down below. We'll be happy to share more of our journey together. If you don't know us, we are a polygamous couple. Although there's the two of us right now, but we know more are coming. And if you want to find out more about that journey of ours, there are videos in the playlist that you can go into and see more about that. God has called us to this, and we're still doing it. And we love you. Please subscribe, share, and leave your comments down below. And don't be mean, please. Like, people be just sending mean comments down here. Like, we read comments because we like to respond to people that have been called to do this. So if you're leaving mean comments, it's not nice to read those. So if you don't have something nice to say, keep it to yourself. If you have contradictory thoughts about us, pray about it, and then just write what God tells you and not what you feel you should write down below. So yes, that's my venting moment. Yes, thank you. Bye.
Don't forget the like button.